All right, so tires this year, we got these Changqings or whatever they're called. Super lightweight. They're only a 2-ply. I will show the weight difference here shortly, but what we're going to do is we're going to cut some of these off using this guy right here, a Harbor Freight Special. We're going to cut, I think, like 2 sets, leave 3, then cut 2, go all the way around. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing with this, but I see it at the track, so we're going to give it a shot, see what kind of traction we have. Again, they are significantly lighter with this setup compared to what I have on the quad now. Now these are Z400 or KFX 400, DVX 400 wheels. They do bolt up, but they don't work extremely well. That you do need a spacer. I will show you why. What happens is when you put them on back here, this will rub against the knuckle. So you need to get that spacing out so they don't rub. But this is what we got. We're going to cut them up here and see what they look like. I'm not going to buff them. I'm just going to cut them, you know, get them down as low as I can. But I'm not going to buff them. That takes a lot of time. And honestly, I don't see what the big deal is for that. But yeah, let's jump into this. Alrighty, so we got them all cut off. This one I had to go with a single and a double. Could have cut 2 off here and keep 2 here, but yeah, whatever. My arm was getting numb by the time I was done with all of these. Lots of little pieces of rubber. But I'm going to show you here, we're going to slap these on the quad. I'm going to show you why you need to have spacers when you're running at least, like I said, a Z400 wheel. I'll show you on here real quick. Alright, you can see it bolts up, but there is a little gap here. So first things first, that's not going to sit on there very well. And the main cause is right here. You can see how I try to get them on here and spin them, and it hits the wheel with this guy. So we need to get this thing to go out about 1 inch, and we'll have plenty of room to run these. But this is what it kind of looks like. Stock size 25 inch, but they are a good bit lighter. I think 5 pounds per side. Alright, so I've been looking online, could not find much information on this at all. I wanted to get some comparisons. Now this is the big gun exhaust for the Brute Force 750. This is the stock exhaust. I wanted to get some measurements to see what kind of differences there was. I got this earlier, as you saw in some of my other videos. I was starting to clean it up. But when I got it, I didn't realize, I was like, it doesn't seem to be all that much bigger in diameter versus the stock one. But once I had the stock one off, you can kind of see it. So I'm going to get some measurements and show you guys the differences. Now, ideally, for the V-twins, the Brutes, the KFXs, stuff like that, you want the Empire, the Muzzy. Those are ideally what you want. But I got this exhaust on eBay for like, I think it was $270 full system shipped. So really couldn't pass that up. The Empires, I think, are over $1,000 or close to it. So getting this and a tune, I'm still well less than just buying the exhaust system. So let's go over some measurements and see the big differences here. Well, let's get off the right off the head. We're gonna use our little gauge here. Zero it the best that we can. Get an inside diameter. Rough estimate. 29 millimeters. So that's for the stock one. Let's see if I can get in here for this one. 29 versus about 30, about 32, 32.6, so almost 33 millimeters. So pretty big difference there. Muffler on both sides here. Let's check this guy out. $28, 29, about 29 millimeters. $32, nope, 35 millimeters, about. Now, so for reference, 35, so this is 35 millimeters inside. Now I think the Muzzies on my KFX was about 38 millimeters. I could be off, but I think it's so it is a little bit bigger for the Muzzies. Now check this out. So going off that size, it's kind of hard to tell. It's like, okay, a couple millimeters here, a couple millimeters there, okay? But here, kind of a cool little demonstration is that this will actually fit over the outside diameter of the pipe. So being that this this Brute is basically, it's completely stock, it's going to have the exhaust on it, a little bit of clutching work, but that's it. No motor work, no cams, no high compression piston, but the flow of this is going to be significantly better than the stock. So we're going to throw these things on there and hopefully they sound pretty good.
Alright guys, so we're going to do a quick little overview of what we got done on this Brute this year. So this was a budget build, very easy build. So the first off, we did some clutch works. We did a little bit of more aggressive primary and secondary spring from EPI, new Kawasaki belt as you saw. And then the biggest thing I want to do this year was weight reduction because these things are heavy. So we'll jump right into that. We took off some plastic pieces, headlights, tail lights, the ball hitch I had on the rear, which is very heavy, surprisingly. The plow system that I had, so it was like the winch and the wiring and the mounts underneath the quad, the racks, front and rear, the exhaust system, the old stock factory system versus the new big gun system, and then the wheels and tire setup. The wheel and tire setup was 7 pounds a side, so a total of 14 pounds difference with these wheels and tires. And then we also have smaller, shorter, about 2.5 inch shorter front shocks on this quad. So a grand total of 82 pounds that we took off this machine this year. So hopefully we'll get a little bit better times. Power modifications, we just have the full big gun exhaust system and V-Force John 2. It's not a lot done power-wise. It's just more power and weight I was kind of going for, and traction, and not worrying about lifting the front end because of the lower end kit. So we'll see how we do versus the Can-Ams this year. As you can see, we made it to Helmets Dirt Drags, and we got to do a little testing and running the Brute with the modifications that we did on it. It ran pretty darn good once we actually ran it against the other utility quads. The first one race you'll see here was against a bike, and he kind of just walked away from me. That thing was nasty fast. But the other quads that should, in my division, I did pretty well. The last two races against two Banshees, that's Double D Racing. That Banshee is stupid fast, and then the Hellmans, that's their other build Banshee. So it runs pretty good. You guys check that out. But yeah, enjoy.
I'm gonna walk down and get her a bun. Did he get it? He got it. So close.
Alright guys, so you can see it ran pretty good. Now I want to give a big thank you to my family, and especially my wife Jamie. She kind of dealt with me building these things and having a lot of fun with the Brute and the Warrior, and just being nonstop about this drag racing stuff. So I just want to give you a big thank you, Jamie, and I love you, babe.